Right now, there are thousands of different perceptions of you out there. Of these perceptions, how many are good? How many are bad? How many people view you as encouraging or helpful? And how many people view you as mean or unintentional? Hi, my name is Matthew Wright. I'm currently a freshman here at UCCS, and I'm studying mechanical engineering. And today I just wanted to go over my leadership crucibles and help define leadership and the legacy that we as leaders leave behind. So what is a legacy? A legacy is basically how you want to be remembered. And as important as it is to look ahead in the future, I think it's even more important to look back in our past to see the special moments that shaped and defined us, our leadership crucibles, moments of hardship that absolutely defined our values and helped transform our leadership philosophy. And from personal experience, my leadership philosophy has completely changed when looking back through some of my leadership crucibles. Your legacy matters. How you treat people matter. How you influence others matters. Your personal impact on people matter. And that's the basis of legacy. So, how do you want to be remembered? When I was 13, my grandfather, Charles Williams, passed away, and he was such a big role model for me. And the thing that I looked up to him the most was his ability to make friends and to not be a stranger. And after he died, I was really, really reflective on who he was and who I was. And I made a decision in that moment to be one to be like him, to be a kind and caring person when I am helping people and when I am in a leadership position. And throughout his life, that's all he did. He spent 20 something years in the Air Force. And then after that, he became an overcomer addiction helper and helped people with his struggles. I was so shocked at his funeral to see how many people were there for him. And that was his impact. The amount, his personal impact on each and every person. I want to be remembered for being a kind, caring, and loving person. Earlier on, I should say, my two triplet brothers were rushed to the hospital, and we have always been really, really close. So seeing them in a hospital bed absolutely destroyed me. I just remember crying my eyes out in the hallway. I remember my nana coming over to sit by next to me, and we just prayed. We prayed and prayed and prayed for their health. And at that moment and future moments, I realized how important it was to have salvation in Christ in my life. Um, I From then on, I try to lead my life through His example. I want to be remembered for having faith in something greater than me. In high school, I was lucky to be a part of the football and marching band programs. Ton of fun. I went to the Classical Academy, and not to brag, we won the state championship for both marching band and football by the end of my senior year. But that was totally after my leadership transformation. Specifically in junior and senior year, it was weird being on both teams because not they didn't really like each other, and being in that leadership position, it was hard to connect. But being loving and being kind did enough. My leadership role in both of these teams was just to inspire them and make them believe that they could do whatever they needed to do. And it was hard for me because it was a lot of time commitment and stuff, I wanted, but my loyalty to them made me connect with them. So throughout my life, I want to be remembered for inspiring others, creating close relationships, and being loyal to them. And lastly, I believe I'm going through my own leadership crucible right now. It's my freshman year of college and everything's positive, but it has been a really challenging and reflective time for me. I would say this class and the multiple groups I'm a part of have really opened my eyes and have given me a ton of opportunities to be leaders. As you can see in some of these photos, some of the people you might recognize. But I want to be remembered as being responsible, helpful, and polite because responsibility has been a big part of this year. I didn't really touch on it a lot, but my values have totally been transformed through these crucibles, and their family security, um, true friendship, loving, loyalty, and salvation. And at the end of the day, leadership isn't, or a legacy isn't people pleasing or trying to get people to like you. It's unapologetically living out your values. So just be you.